What is your first self-earned watch? That's the topic we're going to kind of explore today. It was inspired by a viewer email I'm going to read. I think it's a really good one. This one comes from Diego. He says, "Hi Bruce, Diego here. I'm currently a college student in a third world country here in Asia and have been racking my brain over what could be my first watch purchase. Been a lover of watches for a while now, and I do have a good number of watches, but most of them are battery powered and were gifts and hand-me-downs. I do appreciate a lot of them because of the sentimental value, but not all of them really speak to what I want because they simply weren't chosen and bought by me. Being a watch collector, I'm sure you understand the validation of having a watch you researched on and saved for on your own." I do appreciate that, Diego. I think you're right there. There's some pride that's involved when you make that first purchase that you've researched and you've saved your money for. I think that's a good thing. Now let's finish the email. "I'm looking for a watch that almost does it all for my current lifestyle. I don't really get dressed up that often, and it gets really hot and humid where I live. Looking for something that's versatile and going with a lot of outfits, so preferably a black dial, and can handle almost anything and even take it on future road trips and vacations with it being the only one that I bring. I'm a skinny guy with tiny wrists around 6.2 inches, and my budget is under $1,000. Thanks for your time, and I'd really appreciate your input, Bruce." Diego. Diego, awesome question. I love hearing from the rising generation, from high school students, from college students, early graduates. It's fun to see the next generation, younger than myself, getting the fire for watches and knowing that this awesome horology hobby is not going to fall by the wayside. It's not going to die. It's going to be appreciated and perpetuated by a new generation of watch fans. So I always think that's great. And it is exciting getting your first piece. Now, that being said, I've also been where you're at right now. I've been a skinny college student with not a high budget. I know you said you could do $1,000, which, for a lot of people, that's quite a bit of money. So I would say, even though it's not very exciting, I'm going to suggest watches on the low end of that budget because it's the more fiscally responsible thing to do, and maybe save that luxury purchase, that higher end purchase, for when you're done with school and you're in a more stable financial situation with a great job. Your student loans, if you have any, are either paid off or almost paid off, and you're in a good place when it comes to finances. So I know that's not very exciting to hear, but I think sometimes we can overreach ourselves as watch fans. I know I've been guilty of it. Just because we can potentially buy something doesn't mean we necessarily should. So that being said, I know there's going to be some great suggestions in the comments section from awesome viewers of the channel talking about watches that would be great for you. And I do welcome those suggestions in the comments section, guys. Please put those in there. But some of them, like the Orient Kamisu, which is a great sapphire crystal professional level diver with an in-house movement, they're just going to be a little bit too big, I think, for your 6.2 inch wrist. So I'm going to suggest to you two different 38mm watches. They're both sport pieces that I think could be versatile and could be that one watch that you take on vacations, on road trips, and be that one watch that you can take some pride in and saying, yeah, I researched that watch, I saved up for it. This was my college watch. It got me through my studies. I got my degree. I got my diploma with that watch on wrist. I'm going to give you two suggestions. Now, the first one is very affordable, under $100, from Seiko, from their sports line. This is the SNK range, the 800 range. It comes in a variety of colors. The black one is the 809. It's it's a 7S26 movement, so it doesn't hack. It's not hand winding, but it is very tough and very diminutive when it comes to the overall height, lug to lug, and the crown at the 4 o'clock. So this one would be awesome to wear. Bead blasted, so it's a little bit more casual. I know you said you don't dress up that often, so I think you could get away with this more field style watch and play with strap options, play with leather and rubber and canvas, and dress it up, dress it down with the straps. So that's one suggestion, very affordable and a well-made watch. The next one is a bit of a step up in price, but I think it's hard to beat at around $300 new or gray. That would be actually gray market pricing. And a little bit under that if you're going to go for pre-owned, which is always a good thing to save a little bit of extra as a college student. So this is the Hamilton Khaki Field in 38 millimeters. I love the proportions. I like the numerals here, the reflection, and different levels to the dial. I like the fact that it has a date feature. And this one is a bit more dressy. Like, you could put this on a nice leather and it would look good with a shirt and tie. You could put this on a NATO strap and it would look awesome with shorts and a t-shirt or jeans. I know it's hot and humid where you're at, so you could put rubber on this, pearl on. You could play around with the straps. I believe they offer it on bracelet, but that's going to raise the price up a little bit more. So that's what I would suggest for you, Deigo. Go with a great tool watch at under $300 and continue to focus on your education. And after you graduate, step on up and get a watch that you really love, that you'll have researched all throughout your college education, and you're in a financially just responsible way or area to pick that up. That's what I would have for you. So I appreciate the email. It's awesome hearing from you. Good luck in school, and send me a wrist shot whenever you pick up that first watch. I'd love to see it. So thanks for watching, guys. Reach out with any suggestions, any experiences you would have for Deigo in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next video.